Anthony said that you guys have put in some stuff to try to make him feel more comfortable. What has the process been like of trying to incorporate him and get him, more comfortable in the office? And he said you guys are begging him to be more aggressive too. So what has been the message on that front?
Yeah, I mean, just again, I think at his heart, he just wants to be a team player and do what it takes to win, and I appreciate that. But finding the balance of playing off of the guards that we have, and we do play a lot of reads and situations there, and so sometimes it can create a hesitancy of like what the right read is at the time. But we do need him to be the best and the most aggressive because he's proven that he can do that in the league. So. Whether it's just actions or mindset, it's just making sure that he feels comfortable. And, I thought there yesterday, kind of putting the ball in his hands to just make some plays for us. I thought he did a good job delivering, and we just got to keep doing that.
Joe, Jalen talked about how good your guys' first shot defense has been, and then as the rebounding has sort of caught up, the defense has settled in. How have you felt like everybody's gotten used to this new style, and how do you see it progressing so far?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, we've had some, again, it's a commitment that we're going to have to make. We rebounded yesterday. We're going to have to do it again tonight, especially against a team like this. But yeah, you're never where you want to be, but we're doing some good things as far as the identity that we need to have on a defensive end, and, each team will test that in their own way. And we just got to continue to get better at it. Again, it's a reads-based system as well, and so making those reads and being aware of that and having the communication and trusting the guy next to you, it's a credit to the guys that have bought into it, and we just got to keep getting better at it.
Joe, when you guys drafted Hugo, how much did you know about him, and what was the process you went through of learning like what he did with Real and his role and what he could bring here?
I didn't know too much. I didn't really watch that. It was more about, what can he do in summer league, what will he do in training camp, and then kind of assess it there. It's a, different situation, different opportunity. So it was more just have an open mind to, see what he can be, where he's at, and then we'll assess it after training camp and then after preseason. And, he's gotten better and better. I'd say most young guys coming to the league don't have the defensive instincts that he already has. So, I think he's the fact that he has that is kind of giving him a chance. He's got a high level instinctually, defensively. He plays hard, so he's got a chance.
What are the things he sees defensively or things he does on that end that make you say, all right, he has good defensive instincts?
Yeah, I mean, he can guard one-on-one, but when he's in a one-on-two, he reads it well, and we're obviously in more of those because of the way we play now, but he's in those one-on-twos, he usually makes the right read, the right rotation, or not rotating, gets a deflection, has the ability to, kind of make that play there. So he can just read the game, defensively in real time, and, for his age, it's pretty good.
Joe, you talk about guys being bought in, but it's only been October, fresh out of training camp. I think everybody around the league is bought in. How do you keep them engaged moving forward so they continue to be bought in November, December, January?
Yeah, I mean, I think one, bought in doesn't guarantee results. So, we were bought in when we were 0-3, and we're bought in when we were 3-3. So I don't think that the result matters to that. It's more of the process, and their bought in is just their willingness to get better, their willingness to learn, willingness to coach each other, willingness to prepare. That's all that means. So it doesn't guarantee anything. From a result standpoint, it just gives you a chance. It's more about the process, of how we approach each day and bringing the right mindset. So they've done that.
I know you view the NBA's pace stat as kind of flawed and not indicative of playing fast, but you guys are 30th in that this year. I'm curious, what your metrics have shown and kind of what pace you guys are playing at, what speed you're at, and if it's kind of what you want, if you're going at the pace you want to go on your view, not to
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know how they define it either. It's so I don't even spend time worrying about it. By the metrics that we want, we're can get better, but there's a lot of progress in that. So we're playing faster than we have as an organization in the past. But just got to keep getting better at it. But we're okay with it. We just got to get it. Last night we had a bunch of actions. I think in the first half that started at 19, and the average action was 15 in the second half. So that's how we look at it. As we just got to start our actions a little bit earlier, more consistently. We do a decent job of it. We just got to do it all the time.
Joe, I know you're not big on talking about players from other teams, but we've usually made an exception for Kevin Durant.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
What makes him so effective at this advanced stage of his career?
Yeah, I think it's his competitive nature. I mean, you see what he did in the Olympics, see what he's done every stop of his career. We've had to play against him, in Brooklyn during the playoff series, and just the preparation, just his ability to put pressure on defenses. But he's smart. He's one of the smarter players. His ability to just read the game in real time is great, and just a high level competitor. So yeah, like you said, obviously a lot of respect for him, what he's accomplished. And tonight takes the best way to try and show that is to compete at the highest level against him. And that's what we have to do tonight. All 5 guys, but they got a lot of other guys that are good too. They're number 1 in offensive rebound percentage. So. Our first shot defense and our rebounding's got to be great, but it starts at the point of attack, what he's able to do. But yeah. Thanks.